Hey Cannapreneurs, this week's show is sponsored by Dairy Berry's Recording Studio. Dairy Berry's Recording Studio, located in Arvada, Colorado, is your local recording studio with affordable rates. Mark is well experienced and will make your show, music, or any audio you have sound great. He makes our show come across the internet loud and clear every week, and he can do the same for your project. Take a look at dairyberriesrecordingstudio.com or call Mark at 303-456-8216. Open up, Colorado. It's 420. Time to grind and burn.
This is not your son's stoner show.
Welcome to the Cannabis Community Project. This is Brainstorm, once again bringing you your weekly podcast from the CCP studios high up in Denver, Colorado. Here exploring the business side of the newly emerging Colorado economy, the first media platform to help fellow cannapreneurs build sustainable businesses while living the lifestyle. Here we go. Are you ready for another week of CCP radio show? You know, we only have 2 weeks left. This one and next one. Next week is going to be our end of the year, the last show of 2014. Can you believe it? It's been a year. Coming up on 47 shows. We've only missed a few weeks to make our full year, but you've hung in there with us, and I want to thank you very much for that. It's been a great year, and I'm looking forward to next week's show so we can really talk with all the knowns of the show, talk about what's been happening in 2014 in Colorado, in the industry, and of course, the best of the best, the CCP. I want you to start thinking, start remembering, getting all your shows put together. So I would like you to think about which has been your favorite, which show has been the one that you would like us to highlight. Next week, we're going to pick the minds of our guests. We have a handful of some known sponsors, some known guests, all the names of the CCP radio show will be in here with us, and we'll be talking about which were the best shows, the best moments to remember, and then moving forward in the industry, what 2015 has lined up for all of us. Make sure to join us for next week's show. This week, we're going to have a little bit of fun. It's a short one, getting some of the crucial and essential content out there for you before we wrap up the year. Let's get into it. Like always, we're not going to skip a beat. Last week's short-term memory flashback relapse. Do you remember last week's show? We had Scott from HR Highest Reward. Scott's a good guy to talk to, has a lot of information about the industry, made his big move from Southern California out here to Colorado, and is now here to join the rest of us in the industry. If you didn't get the show, go back and take a listen. Let me give you just a couple minutes right now to get the gist of what we talked about. And then we'll move on to this week's show as we get ready.
Check. Got it?
Oh, wait, hey, let me introduce you again. So
first name Scott.
Back from Highest Reward. 2 weeks in the town now.
It's been quite an adventure. I've done a lot of things in 2 weeks. And
what have the last 2 weeks been like?
A real whirlwind, trying to balance home life and the dreams and aspirations that you have with Highest Reward. But it's been good. I was able to go to 2 cannabis industry related events in just those 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you did some training, learned about bud tending, learned about in general the selling of. What was the specifics of that?
It really was a crash course. I'd say it was a 5-hour training. So first off, it was half a day commitment, pretty significant. And yeah, I went over advanced selling techniques. It went over
Advanced selling techniques,
Yeah.
like what? You said you have a curiosity in tech stuff.
In my line of business, where I'm consulting on human resources and different jobs within the industry, one thing that sets a person apart is these advanced techniques or experience and those sorts of things. You're listening and trying to interpret and understand what the patient is suffering from,
Right.
and having the knowledge of the plant and being able to share what different strains would help this person or that person.
They should just call it just like a listening seminar rather than a sales seminar.
Right.
They just say, here's a seminar on how to listen to your patient better. I think it would set the whole mood of what you're trying to accomplish and how people receive it.
Right. Turn around and allow businesses to focus more on growth and more on developing their brand, their product, and in making those investments. In highest reward, as I talk about on the last show, we're going to be doing the first ever cannabis HR related survey.
Right.
So creating benchmarks for companies to look at in terms of peer-to-peer competition, or whether you want to stay with the average or the median of activities and when it comes to HR. So what sort of benefits that you would offer an employer? How much does an entry-level bud tender typically make? And the class was really about that sustainable and responsible bud tending or cannabis selling.
Cool. So you recommend it to others?
Yeah, definitely. So
All right.
I think you can sign up through NCIA and also through cannabis trainers.
Very good. Are you going to keep bringing it back?
Sure.
Excellent. Welcome to Denver, and we'll see you again next week with another little report. Do you have any insights what the topic will be next week?
Next week, I think it's important to talk a little bit about
There you have it. That was Scott from Highest Reward with an HR Minute update. We're going to try to get Scott to jump in with us every couple weeks or so to give us an update of what's going on in the HR world with the infrastructure of business out there. Those of you working in the industry, dispensaries, grow houses, or thinking about starting your own business are going to be very interested in some of the guests we have lined up for 2015. I've been going out on a limb and looking for unique businesses, those that have a very good story to tell, but also are in the heart of business, that are building structures, getting licenses, doing marketing, signing individuals up for payroll, bank accounts, everything that you literally need to know to get a business going. And then we're going to look at how businesses are surviving. There's been a change in the industry with the advent of recreational. Has it affected the medical market? That's what we're going to talk about, but not this week. This week, I'm not even going to talk about what we're doing because, quite frankly, it's just good content. This isn't an airwave show that you're going to tune in and miss something. It's on demand. If you got something to do, just push the pause button. Come back when you're ready to listen. Go ahead. Push the pause button. I'll wait. See, here I am. I'm still here. It's on-demand radio, right? This is not terrestrial radio where we have to keep rehashing and recapping every 15 minutes. Having people dropping in and calling up after missing half the show. Everybody's on the same page with the Cannabis Community Project from front to back. I want to thank you individuals out there who have verbally supported me. Those of you like Mike from Florida leaving a review on iTunes. Fred Gavin leaving a review on iTunes. Thank you very much for those reviews. They really do help. They help bump up your ratings to the top. And wherever you're listening, please do the same thing. SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, it doesn't matter, YouTube, wherever you're listening, click the like button, leave a little comment, help us move our way up to the charts. That's how other people get exposed to us, and I think other people should be exposed to us. I mean, it's not just about me and my ego. Of course, I would like the show to be bigger and broader, but I'm bringing some content where businesses have a voice. And there needs to be an audience, and that's you. You are the audience. You are the ones that make and break this happen. Without your support, supporting the sponsors, supporting me. None of it happens. It all goes away. And then we're just a bunch of hobbyists talking into microphones in our mother's basement. I don't want to be there. I want to be a professional, and I want to help you be a professional. CCP Radio Show is coming up on a full year, and I feel like I have learned so much this year. So much from the industry, so much about podcasting, so much about just general building an audience and broadcasting and recording. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. And I'm so grateful for those of you who have jumped on board with me and decided to sponsor me in all ways. You can sponsor me by being an audience member and telling your friends. You can sponsor me by going to my website, going to the store, the Cannabis Community Store. I acquired a new domain. Of course, you can get all the products from CannabisCommunityProject.com, but I made sure to get an exclusive domain, the Cannabis Community Store, because I want to build a store that's only cannabis related products, very exclusive. And I think there needs to be a centralized platform where people can come and see great things like the anonymous bag, Colorado compliant locking bags, Cushley odor eliminator sprays, Skunk Box, the humidor carrying case to protect all your herbs and everything else that you have. And of course, let's not forget all the new ones we brought on lately, like the Mota Pot, your butter infuser, stovetop, and soon to be new model electric plug-in, where in 10 minutes you can literally make butter infused cannabis. We also have 4 strains where physically you can find all the products we're talking about at a location, 1548 West Alameda in Denver, Colorado. And if you want to order a product from me and you live in Denver, send me an email and we can avoid the shipping. I'll personally deliver it to you. Unless you're a psycho, and then of course, we might have to meet in a centralized place like a Starbucks. But if you're in the Denver area, no point in paying the extra bucks for shipping. Just let me know. We'll hook up. I'll get you the products. Check them all out on the webpage, CannabisCommunityStore.com. And of course, follow us on all the social media.
Hey guys, this is Mike Florida. My reason to rebel is I'm going to be relocating my family and business from Florida to Colorado in the next 6 months, moving to an area that I've always wanted to be and doing something that I truly love. I'll be getting away from this archaic cannabis prohibition. It may not sound like much, but I think it's a good thing when you choose to take control over where you're going and where you want to be, especially with the way the economy's been over the last 5-6 years. Play an active part in where you're going, whether it's starting your own business or where you're living. Quite frankly, I've seen way too many lives ruined by these tremendously unjust laws. So I'm really looking forward to moving on and taking more control over my future. Anytime you can do that, it's a good thing. Anyway, figure out where you want to be and where you want to go, and just go for it, man. Do what you love, and the rest will fall into place. All right? Good luck.
Hey, if you have an idea or some thoughts about business, or maybe you have a business you would like to promote on the show, contact me, brainstorm at CannabisCommunityProject.com.
The Skunk Box is a rugged, traveled-sized herbal humidor that's water-resistant, odorless, and nearly indestructible. It stores your herbs and restores them too. Order yours online today at skunk-box.com, where you can choose from different models and even customize those models to meet your needs.
Doom daka doom daka doom doom doom.
Hey guys, so what's up? You're gonna show me this talking goat you hang out with, or what?
All right, but we can't stay long, because we gotta get to that reggae fest.
Hey, goat, how's it going?
It's dark. I cannot see you. Come closer. Hey, man. What's going on?
Well, so what are you doing? You're just sitting there in the pickup truck?
Yes, wise guy. I'm tied to it with a 3-foot rope, so pretty much my options are limited.
Doom daka doom daka doom doom doom.
A doom dak doom, a doom dak doom.
Doom daka doom daka doom doom doom.
I'd read it for 2.5 weeks. I had needles stuck in both of my cheeks without warning, and they stayed there for those entire 2.5 weeks.
It was torturous and I felt like a lab rat and I had more seizures. Dr. Da Vinci switched me off Tegretol and then he put me on Depakote. My official diagnosis was juvenile myoclonic epilepsy. My seizures were most likely triggered by lack of sleep and I seemed to require a lot of sleep. All of my grand mal seizures happened in the morning and I thought it was normal to shake when you're tired. But apparently it's not normal to shake when you're tired or stressed out. These shakes were called myoclonic jerks, and a lot of people usually might have them when they're falling asleep at night. I had them for a few hours in the morning, and they sometimes turned into grand mal seizures, but not after I met Dr. Da Vinci. I checked out of the hospital and started trying to be a normal kid in high school again. I stopped having seizures, but I still had side effects. I had trouble staying awake and trouble going to sleep. I was also depressed a lot of the time. I wasn't very functional, so the doctor decided to put me on uppers and downers. I went through a lot of pharmaceuticals trying to work out the pains for 15 years. With the use of medical cannabis, I'm increasing my quality of life, and I'm currently weaning myself off of Keppra. 2 weeks ago today, I was taking 1,000 milligrams of Keppra a day. Now I'm only taking 500 milligrams a day, and while I've been going through Keppra withdrawal for the past 2 weeks, I've been medicating with both high CBD and high THC cannabis, and it's been helping incredibly. In December, I hope to be completely free of Keppra, and I hope to be taking just Lamictal and cannabis only. By the end of 2015, I plan on eliminating Lamictal and taking cannabis only.
I'm Dylan. I've had cerebral palsy since I was a baby. What that does is it causes muscle spasms and just chronic pain, kind of where it's hard for you to move and stuff. And I've been smoking cannabis since I was 16. It just really helps my chronic pain. It helps me be able to focus. My muscles spaz up all the time, frequently, and way I can control my chronic pain and stuff. And so I smoke all the time to just be able to move. Just this year, I tried the CBD alone. It was really anti-inflammatory, without having any head effects, because I have bone pain all the time, and so I think it could be positive.
Whoa, do you smell that skunk?
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of smelling weed.
It reminds me of smelling a...
Hey, screw you guys!
Now enjoy the rest of the album.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Get your instrument and play along.
Say what you want, I know what you want. I'll see right through you. This is crazy. I ain't about to play with these. I ain't about to shake the hands of these snake ass. I'ma let the yada dice sing like Alicia do. Ike Azu, YF, who else? Yeah, we heating you. Better yet, treating you. What's some of the box state's finest? The only reason you're hating cause I'm steadily grinding. But all that dish up there, I don't pay it no mind, man. Cause my mind, I'm always focused on grinding. All of those fake smiles, all of those fake hugs. I realize I don't need your fake love.
Gun sing like Alicia. Getting cheese like a pizza. Drink liquor, smoke, you and you take it.
There you have it, Cannapreneurs. That's all I have for you this week. It's a short one because we're gearing up for next week's end of the year show. The last show of 2014 opened. We have the best of the best, the whole gang, everybody you know down at the studio. And we're going to bring you a full-length, long end-of-the-year show. This week, I thought I'd give you a break and not have to listen to my yapping for more than just a few minutes. Make sure to come next week as we gear up for year 2. January 1st at midnight 2015 will be show number 48, officially year 2. But that's it. Enjoy the holidays. Thank you for all of you who have been listening all along the way. Thank you for the new ones who we picked up along the way. And just generally thank you to the universe for letting me participate in the greatest industry on earth and do the greatest job on earth. Grind and burn.
We don't need your fake love.
Content. And now, bonus content. You know who the guy is that does Homer, the voice of Homer?
No.
No?
I'm sorry. Striking out here, that's too.
He's the guy that does Homer. He does like 20 other voices. And real famous.
I've seen the one guy who does like all the Simpsons voice. I mean, Matt Groening, the creator. Does he do any of the voices? He's just a drawer.
So,
no, that's Family Guy.
There's Harry Shearer, who Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
The bass player.
Yep.
That's Harry Shearer.
Ah.
He does about a third of the voices, and then the other guy does about a third of them, and then another guy does about a third of them, who you might have seen in movies also, and then there's Nancy Cartwright, who does Bart.
Just as Bart.
Yeah. But there's about 5 people that do all the voices, and most of them juggle about 5 to 10 voices. You do it,
I've never really recorded my voice before, so
no?
I mean, here and there.
How did you
like
think you sounded on your show?
I thought it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
I sound surprisingly very similar. What I hear in my ears is what I sound like. So I know a lot of people have the other way around.
Well, I mean, physically, we hear ourselves very differently from how other people hear us, just because of where the sound comes from and how it travels. But if you're accustomed to hearing yourself, then it probably won't sound that different. Thanks for listening to this week's show. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to have more guests lined up, speaking with dispensary owners, growers, business owners. Make sure to follow us on all of the social media, Facebook, Google+. You can listen to our shows live from the website or your preferred listening platform. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, even YouTube, all under the same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. We'll see you next week.